If you were my daughter, I'd sit you down and tell you the things most fathers are too soft, too naive, or too scared to say. And before we dive into the bloodstream of truth, remember, our new Patreon video, Why Men Love Bitches, is up. If you want to stop playing checkers in a world of chess, go watch that. And for coaching, yes, I finally remembered to add the link this time, pinned and waiting. Hard to believe a man with my former resume ends up coaching women. Life has a dark sense of humor, and I've learned to laugh with it. Now, let's begin with a hook, sharp enough to slice your illusions clean open. If you knew what men actually are, behind the rehearsed charm and the deodorized confidence, you'd stop falling for half the nonsense that has you crying into throw pillows at midnight. These are not secrets. They're simply truths no one wants to say out loud because honesty makes people uncomfortable. But comfort never protected anyone, especially not a woman. Men are simple creatures, dangerously simple, and the simplicity itself is what makes them unpredictable. A man's desires override his logic more often than he'll admit. His ego is so fragile, it needs constant resuscitation. His hunger for validation is bottomless. And yet, this same creature will swear he's in control. Watching men pretend they're strategists is adorable, like listening to a toddler explain taxes. But I'll tell you the first brutal truth. A man who doesn't respect himself will never respect you. He'll say he loves you. He'll drown you in attention. He'll worship you like a god until you make one wrong move. Then he flips, because worship is just insecurity wearing cologne. And insecure men are the most dangerous. They beg, they chase, they cling, and then they punish you for letting them. A second truth. Men are ruled by their need to feel powerful, not loved, powerful. A woman who understands this can puppet master an entire empire of male attention. That's why I always say the women who actually know how to play men deserve applause. They aren't cruel. They're simply better students of human nature. A third truth. Men lie constantly, not because they're evil, but because the truth rarely serves their agenda. A study in evolution and human behavior found that men were significantly more likely to lie in mating contexts to increase their perceived value. Translation: he'll say anything if he thinks it gets him closer to what he wants. It's not personal. It's biology mixed with a touch of desperation. A fourth truth. Men fall in love with their imagination of you, not you. And when you stop matching the fantasy, they grow resentful. It's not your fault. They were never in love with a human in the first place. A fifth truth. Men are predictable in their unpredictability. Offer them comfort, and they wander. Offer them challenge, and they chase. Offer them devotion, and they take it for granted. Offer them distance, and they panic. Their emotional world is a badly coded video game, but once you know the glitches, you can win without even playing. A sixth truth. Men respect boundaries only when you enforce them with an iron spine. Anything less, and they will walk all over you while claiming they didn't know. They always know. They just test you to see if you do. A seventh truth. If you forget all the others, remember this. The man who cannot control himself will eventually try to control you. If you were my daughter, I wouldn't tell you this to scare you. I'd tell you because innocence is sweet but expensive, and the world charges interest. Your homework for tonight is simple. Write down the last 3 men you dealt with, and identify the moment you felt something was off, but ignored it. That instinct was your warning system. You silenced it. Never silence it again. If you like this brutally honest breakdown, subscribe and tell me in the comments which truth hit you the hardest and why. I offer coaching. Link is in the description, or click the link in the pinned comments. Make sure to enter your first name, last name, email, and if you have any questions, and click submit. If you seek guidance, come. If you want to be coddled, stay away.